YouTube, just a quick video on the Parkside PHPA 20 LIA1 hot glue gun. I broke mine. I turned it on, it went green to indicate that it's hot enough. I extruded maybe a bit too hard and then it broke this linkage here. I assume the front part wasn't hot enough, so when you turn it on and it goes green, always give it like 20-30 seconds before you actually use it. It can happen. So it's a flimsy plastic piece. The device itself isn't expensive, like 20 bucks. But if you can fix it with a 20-cent part, with some time and effort, you can fix it. You don't need a 3D printer, by the way. I'm just showing you what I did, but there's other methods I'm going to explain. So what you do is you remove all of these screws. I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws. Note that the one in the back here is a tiny bit longer. The rest is all the same. So if the longer screws goes in the back. There's also, if you pry it apart, there's no sticker or anything that keeps it together, so you can just lift it off basically. There's a little black piece in here. You should not lose this. It's a spacer that spaces the side of the casing to the hot end, I guess. If you don't have it in, it will melt the side of your casing. So don't lose it. Glue it in if you can, by the way, because it never goes away. There might be a bit of glue in here, so when you pry it apart, this piece might not, or this part might not detach. But if you put in a tiny, like a flathead screwdriver, and you can pry it off slowly, it helps. Or if you heat it up before, you can pry it off because the glue here will be liquid. Just be sure you don't burn your hand. And once it's, once it's split, I guess, do not touch anything. And be sure that you disconnect the battery before you split it, just to be safe. So once you have it split, this is what you will basically see. There's a little black spring over here that might have become detached when it broke. So be sure you have this little black spring over here. Keep it safe. So I'm going to remove mine. There's a little, remove the entire assembly. There's a little black spring here. Don't pull it out because if you break it, there's a little L-shaped bracket here. As you can see, a little L-shaped bracket that you can remove the spring from. And then you can keep this safe, because if you lose it, your trigger will not reset. So this is the broken piece. If you have it as is, like so, you don't want to faff around a lot, you can just glue this with some super glue, like so, and then add some, let's say, metal wire or something sturdy, and glue it to the sides, because you have ample space in here for it to be wider. Not sure why they made it so flimsy, thin, and whatever, but you can make it wider, but not make it thicker. Just you can add some metal supports on the side and glue those in. Use epoxy if you want, so it's strong, and then you can just put everything back. Or if you're like me, you want to properly fix it, you can just get a flathead screwdriver. There's a little knob in here that expands. I don't know if you can see it. If I can focus, please. Maybe. There we go. There's a little split knob that enters in, so you have to put a screwdriver to the side and then turn it so it loosens the knob. And the other side do the same. Put it in, turn it so it's fully detached. So it's now loose. Put this place somewhere safe, because the sides here are pretty delicate. So once you have this, you can again glue it like the original shape, and then you can trace the outside on a piece of metal, wood, you name it, and then cut it out in shape. These two holes, by the way, are 5mm each. This one should probably be about 6mm, just to make it easier for the head of the knob to go in. So let's say 6mm and 5. This one doesn't need to have a hole basically, because it rides along the back of this arm. It doesn't engage anywhere. As you can see, there's no knob or anything where it slots into. Just put it back. There we go. So what I did, I googled some, found an STL online, printed it out. I have a 3D printer. If you have a friend with one, ask them to print it out for you. If they want, it costs a few cents. You can get them a sandwich or something. And then once it's printed out, you can hollow out the holes to the proper diameter, because thank you, Carl. With the diameters are usually, after 3D printing, not 100% the same. So 5mm and 6mm, just to ream it out. The flat part, I guess, is the bottom side. If you look at your glue gun like this, so the ones with the hollowed out pieces, I guess, are the top. So what you do is, after you ream it out, I like to get a little bit of grease on this little axle here, just so that the spring doesn't need a lot of force to push the trigger back. No resistance, basically. You get your other piece, your red piece, and then you will click the hollow part, the top part, into it. If I can just, I might have to I might have to ream it out a bit more. 1 second. Okay, I didn't show you just because of the sound. I have a little battery operated Dremel. You can use a drill, of course, and make this hole a little bit bigger so that the white nylon piece fits inside. So again, second try, you push it in. I might have to make it even a little bit more bigger. Yep, so be right back yet again. Okay, so attempt number 3, which is usually the one that works. Pushing it in again. Yep, there we go. Pretty snug fit. Okay, I like to put... I've also, by the way, put a little bit of grease on the part that rotates, I guess. Just so it's, you know, not binding or shaving plastic on plastic, since it's two different materials. Just for longevity. I mean, it probably doesn't do anything, to be honest, but I just like to do it. Again, a bit more here on the axle where it rotates. And then you will put, oh, first of all, don't forget, the little spring. You put it back on the L-shaped bracket. This end will go on this post over here. So you will put it on the post, keep it tensioned like so, basically, a little bit, so you can put the red upper part into the rail. Oh, it's going loose. So you put the spring on the post, pull it a little bit, not too much, so there's a bit of tension. Then you put the red upper piece into the rail, and now it's in. And what you do now, if it goes back, please, hello. It's a bit finicky with the camera right on my face, by the way. So again, I'm just showing everything. So you put it in, put you in again, please. Yes. Why are you not going into the slot? Oh wait. Please. Okay, so. Okay, well, I managed to get it in. So it's now in. This one should go up. So the arm should move up, not down, in this orientation. And then you will put the post in here in the middle. You might have to push the trigger forward so it goes down all the way, as you can see. Okay, so now it's in. So now, as you can see, this is in the rail. Be sure it's fully in the rail here. There's a little this piece that extends, should go in. I also lubricated it a bit, by the way, because my lubricant was all gone. Post for the spring should be on. This the second white arm should go that direction, and then this should be on the post. As you can see, there's now tension on it, and if I would pull the trigger, it would move everything as intended. Just watch out if you do it like this, because it can pop out and then just fling the entire thing somewhere. So now again, I'll put back a bit more grease over here. It looks like a lot, it isn't that much, just for myself. And between here, I'm not sure why they don't pre-grease it, because these things can rub pretty harshly. Okay, again to test. Okay, be sure that this black rubber piece over here is seated correctly, or like in, and not behind it, otherwise it gets stuck and you have to disassemble everything again. So now, as you can see, nice fill. Okay, now as you can see, everything is fully assembled. Get the power button, put it back in on top. Now you can orient it the way you want. There we go. Slide that in. This black piece yet again fell out. go. Put you in like so. And then you get the other half with the black piece in front here. Beetje schon loose. And then you basically just line everything up. Not miss the handle again. I like how everything on camera always goes wrong, but I have dog shit editing skills, so I'm not even gonna bother. So you will line everything up and be sure that this red groove will go into this case, into the groove as well, which I lubricate. And then you just look. And then pop the front in. And if the back rail doesn't engage correctly, the back rail, like this side is a bit too low, you can put a screwdriver in and move it up. So you can put it, or like pull it into the rail. Don't force it, you might break the little leg. As you can see, everything is lined up nicely. Here as well. Okay. And now, okay, there's a little gap over here, which I don't know why, so I'm gonna open it up again, just to double check. And why is that the case? Ah, there we go, I made a mistake. I've made a little mistake, I think. Or actually, no, I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Oh, that's the black piece again. Actually, I'm gonna put a bit of grease on it so it doesn't flop out. There you go. I just have to line it up better and give it a bit of a push. Okay, so I'm putting it back in, putting you back in, pulling you back up so it closes properly in the back. And this side, just clamp it down, move it a bit. See, if you move it a bit, then it will move into position. Okay. You have to wear it in a little bit. Like there's this little hole, I guess, here. This little piece, like indent, which correlates to a post in the shell, and the tolerances are so small that it's kind of rubbing, so you have to move it a bit so it wears in. Okay, so now I can just put in the screws again. And we will start with the obnoxious one. It's hard to grab a screw with this. Okay, there you go. Here in front, I'll put the one here first, so I can. There we go. So now it's closed. As you can see, it's a bit stiff. But if you move it enough, it'll wear in. Okay, so. There we go. Okay, maybe not. Let's do it again. I'm leaving all of my mistakes in here. Opening it up. Let's see. Prying you apart again, please. There you go. Black piece is still in. Why aren't you working properly? Okay, nothing was wrong here. Okay, so it is that post that I have to. It's, as you can see, this post over here where my thumb is engages here, right, on this post over here, and the tolerances of that hole over there are a bit too tight, so I might have to shave it down. So let's see. I just have to remove everything again for the how many at time. Okay, I'll get my flathead out and pry it in there. No worries, there will be timestamps, so you don't have to watch all of this. Okay, pry it out. This one is way more tight, so it takes a bit more force. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This might be so tight that I can't remove it without breaking it. So I'm gonna fix it in place. I'm gonna remove the spring so I don't lose it. There you go. As you can see, this little hole over here. Focus, please. Hello. Yeah, that little hole over there, the middle one. I will ream out the sides on the top, so there's more space for the for this piece to sit in, the post over here, as you can see. So one moment, please, with my little Dremel tool. Okay, as you can see, I mangled it a bit. There you go. I made it a bit bigger, the side walls. I grinded those off a little bit. So let's clean that off. There you go. No more dust, and let's hope it now fits. So back to the order of progress. So put this back in, the little spring, put it on the post, arm up, put it on the post, put you back in there in that groove. Okay, almost played the YouTube video there. Come on, please. Please, yes, there we go. Put the big rubber thing back. Put your linkage back on the post. It moves. There you go. Put a bit of grease back because I wiped it all off. Back here for good measure. And now it should have enough space for this to fit on the red indent. So again, I line it up, making sure the black piece doesn't fall out. There you go. And then pull you back up so you're in the rail. There you go. Oh, it definitely feels better for now. So let's try to tighten that one screw to see if it engages properly. There you go. Okay. So, okay. Is that a bit too tight, maybe? Yeah. Something isn't feeling. Maybe I just need some more screws, to be honest, for the stiffness. So let's try to put it in the key points where the mechanism is. So I put one in the front, put one in the back here. And on top I'll put one in as well, which should give enough support for the parts to move in the position they should be in, I guess. Okay, so now everything is closed, as you can see, no gaps. Oh, well, there's one on the bottom here. Now let's put one there as well. It would suck if I would forget something right now to put in. Alright. So, okay, now it's even stiffer. I did something wrong. Let's remove you. Remove you. Sorry for the long video, it's 20 minutes already then. Okay, so now it's fine. It unlatched. Could be that I just did something stupid, to be honest. Or that it's too rough. Is everything off? Yes. No, one more screw. Okay. Pry you apart again. I'll definitely pry it apart more than I've ever done any other tool that I fixed. Then again, it's not that many. Okay, so you. Okay, it was a little black piece of rubber that fell off. There we go. In here. So now it moves freely. It is this part. It's still the same thing. So I'm gonna try to shave it off a bit more. So just bear with me. Let's pause the video and then resume later. Pause. Okay, it took me the better part of half an hour to figure out what was wrong. As you can see, closed. No problem with it getting stuck. The issue is this piece and this piece have a different thickness. This one is slightly thicker. As you can maybe see, about a millimeter or so. I don't blame the guy that made the STL. I assume that somewhere along the way Parkside has a different mold or changed out this one for a thinner one for whatever reason. So just so you know, if you print this out, there might be a chance you have to slim this down if it doesn't close without any pressure. As you can see, it closes on its own. Before it was a little gap. So all I did, if I just pry it open again for the 90th time. Okay, as you can hear, that little black piece fell out. Let's see what I missed. That wasn't it. Where did it go? Let's see. I heard it fall. There we go. This little black piece fell out. Put back in. All I did was use the little Dremel again, or you can use sandpaper or whatever, to make this thinner on the top side. So you shave off the thicker side, I guess, that sticks out, the top side. You shave it off by a millimeter, and then it fits in. You grease it up, close it up, and then it works freely again. So with the new part that's shaved down by a millimeter, you again line it up. Forgot the power button. Way to go. Come on. Power button. There we go. Power button. Everything is closed. And as you can see, without any pressure or screws, it stays fully closed. So that's it. So I hope this video was helpful at all. Like, you can put it in, goes on, no problem. So once I put all the screws in, remember, large one in the back, your Parkside hot glue gun should work normally now. And now I can shave the other ones off just in case, so I have some spares from when I'm outside and it breaks on me. So you can install it basically. It's about, I don't know, like 5 cents worth of plastic. So let's keep that in mind. Few screws, no warranties void or anything. I could technically speaking now just go to the store and get a replacement. But this is a quick fix. It's a long video, it's unedited. I will put some timestamps in the description. So please do go through that. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.